Playtime is over. The classroom had been abandoned for years, but the lights were on. Rows of small desks stood perfectly aligned, their chairs pushed in as if the students had just stepped out for recess. Crayons lay scattered across the floor, frozen where they had fallen long ago. The air smelled faintly of chalk and dust. At the front of the room, a single doll sat behind the teacher's desk. Its plastic face was clean, its red hair neatly combed, blue eyes stared forward, unblinking. It looked harmless, almost cheerful, like a forgotten toy left behind after a long day of school. Behind it, written in uneven white chalk across the green board, were 4 words. Playtime is over. I hadn't meant to come inside the building. I was just exploring the old school, filming for my channel, hoping for something creepy, but ordinary broken lockers, peeling paint, maybe a good story to tell. The doll wasn't in my footage earlier. I was sure of that. I lifted my camera slowly, zooming in. The doll's hands rested on the desk, palms flat, as if waiting to be called on. Around it, childish drawings covered the chalkboard, smiling faces, knives, strange symbols that didn't belong in any classroom. Okay, I muttered. Someone's messing with me. The sound of a chair scraping echoed behind me. I turned around. Nothing had moved. When I looked back, the doll's head was tilted slightly to the side. I froze. My heartbeat filled my ears. I laughed nervously, telling myself it was just a trick of perspective. Old places did that to you. Shadows, imagination. Then the chalkboard creaked. A faint line appeared beneath the words, slowly carving itself into the surface, as if an invisible hand were writing. Class is in session. The lights flickered. Desks began to shake, just a little at first, then harder. The chairs pulled themselves out with sharp screeches against the floor, one by one, turning to face the front. Facing the doll, I stepped back, bumping into a desk that hadn't been there before. The classroom was full now, not with people but with presence. A pressure in the air, like hundreds of eyes watching from places I couldn't see. The doll stood up. Its movements were smooth, practiced. You had your turn, it said, its voice small and cheerful, like a child reciting a lesson. Now it's my turn to teach. I ran for the door. It slammed shut on its own. Behind me, chalk snapped loudly. The board filled with names, dozens of them etched deep and rough. At the bottom, a new name appeared, mine. The doll stepped down from the desk, its shoes tapping against the tile as it walked closer. No more games, it said softly. You didn't listen. The last thing I heard before the lights went out was the sound of a bell ringing, sharp, final, like the end of the school day, like the end of playtime.